Take is a free-flowing conversation that occasionally touches on mature subject matter. You've been warned. Enjoy the show. Well, Devan,
Just start.
Number
Just
19.
do it.
the Los Angeles Lakers, the Black Mamba is back.
You mean the Lost Angeles Lakers?
We may have put
That's
them,
all I'm going to say.
We may have put them a little high for my influence for some people's taste, so let's get that out of the way right now.
No, but to be fair, every time you talk about them, you get a little more excited.
Okay, I see potential. I don't know if they will make the playoffs, but I see the potential to make the playoffs, and I think you can agree with me on that point at least.
I see them as being a 9. Potentially an 8 if the race is close. That's all I'm giving you.
Kobe's looked very good.
You tried to convince me they were going to be like 6th, and I was like, no. They're not going to be 6th.
Kobe's looked really good in the preseason.
Okay.
I saw that great steal against Stephen Curry.
And then Steph Curry did drop a huge 3.
I was going to say the only problem was he stole the ball, dunked it, but then you look down at the score.
They lost by 41.
Yeah. Steve Nash has looked better.
You know, I think he's also one of those players you can't hate. So I think everyone I know of is really just rooting that he has a good last season, last 2 years.
As we record this, Jeremy Lin is injured.
He broke his foot in practice.
Their other point guard, Ronnie Price, threw a shoe.
Honestly, who throws a shoe?
Shooting guard position, Mamba's holding that down.
No one's getting any time. He's averaging 48 minutes a game.
Love what I saw from Jordan Clarkson in the Summer League. Wayne Elliott, I thought was a great addition to the squad. Knockdown jumpers was one thing the Lakers have definitely lacked in the little bit of the past year.
Was putting the ball in the hole.
Putting that ball in that hole. They brought back Wes Johnson. He's right now at the top of the small forward position, but he's not the main small forward. Swaggy P!
Who's injured?
Who's injured?
Who hurt his thumb because he reached on Kobe.
Yeah.
You reach, you're going to get hurt.
I think Swaggy's got the potential for 6th man of the year.
I thought it was Iggy. Well, Kobe would rather have Iggy.
Yeah. Well, Kobe was asked who's more important or who's more famous.
Who's had a better career?
Who's had a better career? Iggy Azalea, I think, has been famous for, this year for now, 6 months, starting the summer or whatever.
Yeah. And he said Iggy had the better career than Nick Young, so burn. I don't know. See, the thing is, I don't know if that was Kobe Bryant trying to make a joke, or if Kobe Bryant was just being mean.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to tell with Kobe.
Fish! Get in that closet.
Xavier Henry, we saw some flashes from him last year. Back in the squad.
He's coming back.
Booze, who I think will be dethroned in the power forward position by arguably a Rookie of the Year candidate, Julius Randle.
Yeah.
And then the center position is very interesting. We got Jordan Hill, Robert Sacre,
Towel waiver extraordinaire,
and Ed Davis, who we saw great things in Toronto, and then he got lost in Memphis.
Probably the steal of free agency.
$1 million.
Well, it's $2 million for 2 years, but yeah, it's $1 million this year. But like you said, Toronto, he was just an excellent player. We thought he could pair well with those big guys in Memphis, but just they were too good, so he didn't get any time. He could be a serviceable big man.
I think by the end of the year, he'll be the starting center.
Fair enough.
The one thing I will say, and this is my argument about why the Lakers could be a good team. So we've seen, look at the championship teams that the Lakers won with. Now, yeah, they had Pau Gasol on that team and Lamar Miller. But look at the bench of those teams.
Just as bad, yeah.
I think some of the players on this roster are better than some of those players that were there.
Okay.
And the Lakers do this weird thing that you bring a player that's average to below average, and maybe it's because the lights are hotter and more on them there, and they come out, and there's a lot more like, whoa, Earl Clark, he's really, wow, I'm going to get Earl Clark a big contract. Trevor Ariza, he's really good. It kind of had that sign last year with Wes Johnson and Xavier Henry.
Yeah,
they came to free agency last year, and people were like, they went back to the Lakers, but I think some people were like, a little bit better last year. Kendall Marshall. Kind of like that. And I think we're going to see that.
Yeah, the spotlight's in the big city, man.
I think we're going to see that from Ed Davis. And I think we're going to see that from Wayne Ellington. Question mark for this team for me is Carlos Boozer and how long until Julius Randle dethrones him at that power forward.
Question mark for me, Steve Nash.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I really think that he's going to play just as many minutes as Jeremy Lin, if not more.
And Jeremy Lin, can he get back? Is this the year he gets back to Linsanity, or is
No, I don't think so. I think Linsanity was a flash in the pan.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not bad. He's not that bad of a point guard. He's not a top 10 point guard by any stretch of the imagination. But I mean, like I said, he can dribble the basketball.
Kobe's gonna have to carry this team on his back. Does he average more than 25 points a game?
No. I'm saying 19 to 20.
Wow.
That's not even an insult. I'm
no.
trying to be realistic.
No, it's just weird to think Kobe below 20 points.
Yep.
So there it is, the Los Angeles Lakers. It's going to be an interesting season, as it always is in Lakerland. We get to see Kobe back, which is always exciting because he's getting in the twilight of his career. So you want to enjoy Kobe as much as you can. Same with Steve Nash. This could be the last time we see Steve Nash play.
It could be.
So a Laker team that's definitely in a transition phase. And if they do bottom out, they have to really bottom out.
They got to do a better job than last year.
Because the Suns get a pick after 5. So they're going to suck. Yeah, really got to suck. And if you're going to be good, then you better make the playoffs.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. So there's number 19, the Los Angeles Lakers. Next up, we go to the Motor City. 18, the Detroit Pistons.
I really thought you were going to cry.
Maybe I am inside. This has been a Fresh Take Stick Boy production.